Hello everyone and welcome to the Gunning Gallade. Welcome to another pre-release. And this time it's Obsidian Flames. So I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. I just came back not too long ago from a pre-release tournament at Cardboard Classics. And I'll show you my deck. I pulled the Togekiss, which is in here, but essentially this was my deck. It was a little crazy. I didn't realize that you can potentially not pull any trainers from any of your packs. So I like having a bit of variety. I was nervous about Palafin, that's why I added the Toxtricity. And in my last game, the Toxtricity that the opponent had did the damage with Loud Mix. So this attack does 30 more damage for each different type of Pokemon on your bench, and that really did some trouble for me. The Togekiss was really good because of Power Cyclone, just 2 colorless energy, so you can really add this to any deck and move an energy from one Pokemon to your bench Pokemon, which is really useful if you have a lot of energies in your hand. I'm still learning, but I noticed I couldn't find a lot of videos about this particular pre-release, and so I might consider that. If you're watching and listening and are interested, I might try to do that for upcoming sets, just to do some research and see what's up. I did pull this Entei though, which I never really got to utilize, but Blaze Ball is good. This attack does 20 more damage for each fire energy attached to this Pokemon, so you can sort of stack it up, but there really weren't any energy accelerators in this set. Yeah, it was interesting. Buffalant, this helped me a lot in my first game. Damage Rush, I got lucky by flipping heads a few times, and yeah, it was tough. It was a really tough one. Oh, and there's the pre-release promo. So Togekiss, that's a wonderful Marshmallow. Togekiss be farting in its sleep, right? Let's open the boxes now. And the reason why I said Togekiss fart in its sleep is because there was a meme going around from Pokemon Sleep. Palafin is the promo. That's a cool thing, as I don't have it yet, of course. Palafin. Jet Punch. This attack also does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Justice Kick. If this Pokemon didn't move from the bench to the active spot in this turn, this attack does nothing. So having a good switch or something could do a lot of work. So anyways, yeah. Mawile is another promo. Cleffa is another promo. It's all about this pre-release seemed to be all about getting cards into your hand. So that's what I noticed. That is my observation. All right, Glimmet. Oh yeah, Glimora is a very, very powerful card also in this particular set. See, I wonder if I'm not gonna pull a trainer. I don't. Pidgeotto. Oh my gosh, hello. And Scovillain. Oh, that's great. So I finally pulled, this is my first art rare, is a Pidgeotto. What's up? How's this corner looking in the light? That one in particular. This is great. I'm very happy about that, actually. So, because I pulled nothing, quite frankly. So, it's always good to get an art rare. Art rares are actually quite rare these days. So, it's always fun to get something that you don't have. Wiglet, Squovit, nice. Palpitoad. Also, Camerupt was interesting because of its ability or its attack, where you can, like, you and your opponent have to discard. You have to discard the top card of your deck, and if it's an energy, it's going to do 50 more damage for each energy. So you could do up to 150 damage, just like that, for 2 energy. It's really good in a pre-release setting, and yeah, so that worked for me once or twice, but it worked against me a few times also. And of course, with this set, everyone be looking at the Charizard. It is a very similar set to Flashfire from back in the day. Very heavily Charizard favored set, but of course it had a few others. Magnezone, and Kangaskhan had a full art. There's also Pokemon Fan Club, which was cool. And Nurse Joy also. Meltan has some cool artwork too. Poniard, Dartrix, Frogadier, Uppelindier, Paldean Wooper, Squovit, and a Claydol. That's actually a wild card. Let's look at that Claydol quickly. So its attack is Kaboomdoll. Put damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon until its remaining HP is 10. If you place any damage counters in this way, this attack also does 120 damage to this Pokemon. So it's kind of like a explosion. So not bad for a first box. Nice to get a art rare in Pidgeotto. That's not what it says or the sound it makes, but it felt appropriate in the moment. So, moving on, what do we got here? Oh, Cleffa! So I ended up pulling 3 of the 4 promos. That's super awesome. Okay, so from this set of packs, we got... I want to put this aside. Alright, Tyranitar, I love it. Also, Delta Species. There was the Gold Star Charizard and the Lightning type Tyranitar, which is cool. Alright, Water Energy, Phantump, Faroki, Darumaka, Bronzong, Beartic, Charmeleon, Timpole, Blossom, and a Palafin. Palafin. Okay, next up, Charizard, Terra Dark. I know there was obviously a lot of conversations about this initial release and how bad the first picture was of the gold Charizard. As someone pulled the gold Charizard, I gotta say, they're very lucky to do so. Even though the secret art rare for me is super spectacular, and I would be thrilled if that were to make an appearance for me. Lunatone, that's very nice. And Entei, nice. I appreciate that Entei a lot, as it helped me, as it was just part of my deck. I would love to go. I kind of want to make this a thing. You just can't get too discouraged if you don't win, and just take the experience to just learn how to make better decisions. And in one of my games, I guess I had a chance to either do the damage with Toxtricity or with Toxel before evolving it to Toxtricity, or evolving it and trying to paralyze the Camerupt, and I decided to go on the offensive. But then the other guy had a Camerupt also, and he was able to use that attack, which ended up with me having an energy on the top of my deck. And that was that. Nose Pass. What do we got? We gonna have any other surprises? Houndstone, Diggersby, Serena, Tynamo, and a Thundurus. What does the ability do? Adverse weather. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, prevent all damage done to your bench Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. Really good, especially with the likes of Inteleon. That has an ability to put damage counters on the bench, and especially if it's early on, that can really cause some trouble. Alright, so we're on to the prize packs now. Let's see if there's any other fortune hiding for me here. Larvesta. Oh, wow, Komiya. Wow, that's cool. Komiya Rowlet. Yeah, I was also pretty happy that there were some very interesting fire types in this set. Oh, sweet, Ortega Full Art. My first Full Art trainer is gonna be Ortega. How are you doing? That's wonderful. Sweet. Your opponent reveals their hand. You choose a card there and put it to the bottom of their deck. If you put a card on the bottom of the opponent's deck in this way, your opponent may draw a card. Okay. Clever. Okay, so first pack from the extras turned out to be pretty solid. We got 5 more left. Let's keep this party rolling. I do have a Pokemon Center ETB on the way eventually when this set is released, so I'm pretty excited about that and getting my first Pokemon Center promo, as I was unable to do that earlier this year with Scarlet and Violet. And it's interesting how those cards have gone up a lot. The Koraidon, Miraidon. It seems like Pokemon as a whole is growing. The content that they're making is interesting. Whether or not it's they're including people who are truly invested in it, aside from just the active YouTubers. Can't really say for certain, but it's cool that they're allowing people to have a chance and just make some content and show what it's like to go to these regional tournaments. Even though, from what I've heard, it's a lot. It's long days. I know, especially for the VGC side of things. Sometimes if you're not smart about it, or well, not smart about it, but unprepared ahead of time, you might struggle a little bit. Get in line. So, on to the last 2 packs here. We have a Charizard on the artwork and a Reverb. So, here we go. We have a Water Energy, Litwick, Audino, Charmander, Dratini, Flamigo. I would really relish the opportunity to go to any sort of tournament. There is going to be a regionals here in Toronto at the end of October, so feels like it's so far away, but it's just around the corner almost. So if I can try to do something for that, I think that'd be pretty cool. All right, Litwick, Audino, Charmander, I like that artwork a lot. Dratini, Grumpig, oh yeah. Ooh, look at the benches. They are starting to float. Where are the spoons? Trevenant, Altaria, Cryogonal, and a Pidgeot EX. So quite a few packs. And these were the significant pulls. So that's fun. Very cool. What an interesting start to this new world of the TCG. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I know I'm always happy to open a few things. And for more, check out the Gunning Glade on YouTube. So yeah, until the next time. Did I say YouTube? I meant Instagram. All right, so until the next time, bye for now.